I'd like to start tonight by just congratulating Carrie and TJ on your day. It's a real honor to not just be a part of the wedding, but also to be able to give you guys a toast here on your special day. For those of you who don't know, my name's Eric Reibold. I met TJ and Carrie back at Catholic Memorial. We all went to high school together, and then since high school, I was TJ's roommate at MSOE for 5 years. So we definitely got to know each other a lot better. So when I was thinking about what I wanted to, kind of the story I wanted to share tonight, a lot of different things came to mind, but to spare you guys like a 30-minute tangent about a lot of stuff, I cut it down to one story. So this takes place about 4 years ago. TJ and I were living at the dorms at MSOE, and we found out that one of our favorite bands, Flogging Molly, was going to be doing a show in Milwaukee. So, and of course, for those of you who don't know, Flogging Molly, let's just say it's a type of, it's an interesting type of like Irish music. We'll just leave it at that. And of course, TJ and I are huge fans, and I'm more like freaks about the music. And of course, we have tickets to the show and everything, but our obsession with Flogging Molly doesn't really stop there. In this obsession, we couldn't help but notice that Flogging Molly did not have a tour scheduled for the day before. So, we sit down and obsess about them as we normally did, and we came to we were able to rationalize the fact that, hey, maybe there's a good chance they're going to be in Milwaukee on their off day. So, we get this great idea, well, if they're going to be in Milwaukee the day before the concert, we're going to go find them. So, so at this point in our college career, as you will, neither one of us have cars or anything, so we head out on foot. And we're walking around Milwaukee, and it's a terrible night. Like, it's early spring, March. It wasn't raining, it was like a drizzle. It was the closest to a rain you could possibly get. It was terrible weather. And we spent an hour walking around, and much as you guys would have guessed, we didn't see anything. Didn't see a tour bus, didn't see the band. I don't know what we were thinking we were going to see. But anyways, we get like a mile and a half from our apartment by this point. And we're up towards Marquette at one of the last hotels we thought we would look at. And we happen to look down a side street, and there we see their tour bus. And I'm kind of freaking out. And I'm like, wow, I didn't think we were actually going to see it. And of course, though, we don't see the band. We see the bus. And I'm thinking to myself, we can't just go and knock on a tour bus. And tell them the truth. Hey, we were looking for you for 2 hours. I mean, they're going to call the cops. And we ended up, kind of continuing to be freaks about it. And we walked around the block a couple times, and we actually saw a couple members of the band. And I remember standing on the street corner across from the bus, and I was kind of, freaking out a little bit, and TJ was just like, you know what, we gotta go right now, we're gonna go meet the band, we didn't do all this for nothing. And so TJ kind of laid down the law, and we went over there, and we actually, it was a great time. We got to meet the band, got a few photos with them and everything, and it's honestly one of the most memorable times that I have with TJ, in our college career. And after that, we both get on the phones, and I'm sure we sounded like little middle school girls, and I was calling my girlfriend, and TJ was calling Carrie, and I'm sure, Carrie, you realized that you had a real keeper in your hands after that. So that's that. And, speaking of keepers too, I only feel it's fitting that you get a little idea of what I think TJ is looking for in a wife. About a year ago, it was, to kind of set the backstory, it was my 5th year of college. TJ was working full-time, and let's just say I was really busy with school, he was really busy with work, and our apartment got a little messy, a little out of hand, a lot of dishes piled up. And I remember, I'll never forget, TJ comes home from work, and he comes up to my room, and he's like, dude, you have no idea, like, I'm so exhausted. I kind of just want to put up an ad and be like, I'm looking for a wife or somebody to come and cook and do the dishes. And, of course he's kidding, but I only thought it was, fitting that I tell you, Carrie, so now that there's no turning back, you know what you got yourself into. But no, he was kidding. And in all seriousness, over the past 5 years, I've really gotten to know you both much better. I see the way, Carrie, that TJ cares about you numerous times throughout college. He'd take off on a night, he had a lot of projects to do. He'd go see you for a few hours, and honestly, that's what love's all about. I mean, he's putting you first, just being committed to you. Likewise, even last night at your dinner rehearsal, I see the way you guys just communicate, you laugh. I don't even know what you were laughing about, but you're smiling. I just see the chemistry between you guys, and and I couldn't be happier for you both. you know, TJ, you have a wonderful wife now. She's going to take great care of you. And with that said, I'd like everybody to raise their glass with me and join me in a toast to Carrie and TJ. That, you know, today, tomorrow, and the next day, and all the days to come really are some of the best days of your life, and that you have smooth sailing. So here's to you guys.